Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here at Eric's. We're going to be talking about batteries today. I know it's a pretty simple video, but it's something I want to talk about because it's pretty important, especially up here in the north. Batteries are very, very important when it comes to, winter driving, winter reliability, especially your glow plugs as well. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take care of his batteries. Hopefully we don't have to take care of any glow plugs here in the future. If you don't know the history of this truck, it's kind of ridiculous. I have a video about it that I talked about it. I'll leave a link in the description below on that video. It's quite a long video of me just talking, but it's a really ridiculous story on this truck. So his batteries are absolutely terrible. He's got O'Reilly premium batteries that he got, which, to be honest with you guys, as soon as you get over that $200 mark, they are all pretty much the same. I actually think the same company that makes Interstates makes O'Reilly's premium batteries. So I'll show you exactly why we're replacing his batteries, because they are terrible. So obviously the first thing you gotta do is just pop the trunk. Pretty simple. This is Eric's truck. It's a 2000 and you got 2006 or 2007? 2007 LBZ GMC Sahara. We got it down from Oklahoma. And right now he currently has Interstate batteries in here, but they are bulging really bad. Unfortunately, we can't see what the date is because the sticker isn't marked properly, so we don't know exactly what date these batteries are, but they're bulging. It's not a alternator problem because that alternator looks pretty new. We're not sure when it was replaced. It was like this when we bought it, but it's definitely a newer alternator, so we know it's not this. First things first, you got to take this cross member off here and able to get this one out. That one's easy. You just got to take the terminals off and it comes out pretty easy. So right here we got ourselves a nice 10mm bolt to take this cross member off. Really not sure what this ground wire that is run to this cross member is. I'll show you guys that here in a second when I get this off. You got a relay chilling here, man.
Yeah, I know. Remember we seen that? We didn't remember the headlights or what?
Oh, one piece of the headlights. And then right here we also have a 10mm. So that's all I'm doing here is I'm just moving it out of the way. Again, this is going to be now an 8mm are going to be your battery terminals. All right, so we got a little treat for you over here. When we took this battery terminal off, this screw was just absolutely corroded in. So we got to get a new screw here and able to get the new battery on. All right, so right down there, that guy down there, that is a 12mm bolt. You need to loosen that up so you can turn it so you can lift this battery out. All right, so it's a 13mm, not a 12mm. This is what that looks like. It's just a little hold down bracket and a 13mm bolt. Now you deal with the pain in the absolute ass of taking these things out. Because some batteries apparently don't like to put handles on their batteries. Oh, there it is. So we got a little treat for you over here. When we took this battery terminal off, this screw was just absolutely corroded in. So we got to get a new screw here and able to get the new battery on. This one also has a little bracket down there at the bottom. Oh, there it is right there. That is going to be a 13mm as well. I'll take that off so you can take this battery out. All right, so here's that corrosion I was talking about. It's just absolutely bad. I don't know if it'll focus for you guys because it's just a GoPro. This isn't some fancy camera, but anyways, this is the corrosion that caused us a lot of pain. It caused the screw to completely strip out. It was very hard to get out. We had to use a vice grip and then a channel lock, so we finally got it out. So this is obviously junk and it doesn't matter. These are old batteries. And a little corrosion over here, but not bad. These bottom batteries weren't really that terrible. But the thing is you can't really see it on the camera, but the sides of these batteries are actually bulging out. So they're getting really close to blowing. But anyways, we've got some Superstar Premiums, Superstar Platinums here from O'Reilly's. This is what Eric decided to go with. 750 cold cranking amps. It's very important to get a very quality battery when you're driving here in the north and you're dealing with the cold weather and we get below zero, all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very important to have good batteries because a good battery can really make a difference on really any truck you have. All right, so now we got the new battery in. Very simple. Just go back down there, put this bracket back, this hold down bracket back down in there, 13mm. Get these put in. So it's the same thing for this side. You got that 13mm hold down bracket there. Once you get this one in, this was very nice because these have handles on them. That makes an absolute difference. All right, so when you're putting these on here, you can see there's these little tabs down here. You got to make sure you have this thing slid back into that, and then these are kind of, they have like a slip on them, so you got to make sure you push it all the way forward and you get it set in so that brace is very well. Same thing for the other side. You're not going to be able to see it down in there, but they have the same thing. So right now we're going to go ahead and run to the parts store, get a new screw, get these battery terminals on. I cannot express enough, you guys, with this cold weather coming up, make sure you replace your batteries. Make sure your batteries are good and you've got them working good, because if you're up in the north, you're up anywhere in the cold weather, it's a huge difference, makes a huge difference to not have that worry whether your truck's not going to start or not. Along with fuel additives, which that'll be a whole different video when I talk about fuel additives here coming up soon, because we got that cold weather coming. It's recommended anywhere for 5 to 6 years, typically 5 years. I do not like to go any more than 5 years on a battery. Even if you don't think your batteries are bad, make sure you replace your batteries every 5 years. On a side note, we got Eric's plow truck. If you follow me on Instagram already, you have seen the pictures I put on this weekend. He had it lifted off. He had to repair his frame on the Jeep here, but this is his winter plow truck that he got for $200. Pretty good deal. He even got a plow with it, so you cannot beat a $200 plow truck at all. I'm definitely kind of jealous. All right, so here is that really nasty bolt that we had to take out. There's this little metal lip on here, and it holds in this little spot here, so you just kind of got to pry it out of there. Really not that hard, but man, look at that. That is just terrible. That's how you know your batteries are old, when this happens. And it was a southern truck, so this doesn't even come from the north. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started putting these back together. I'm gonna go ahead and put the negative on first, and I'm gonna go put the positive on, and I'll hop to the other side and put that side on. Go ahead, put this cross member on. These are 10mm bolts, and then you're all set. If you're wondering what this is for, I never actually said it, but this is a brace for your radiator. So just to let you know, I'd call it a cross brace, but it's a cross brace to brace up your radiator. So just letting you know that. Now everything's in, go ahead, start the truck. Make sure you got everything running properly. You got your keys in here? Nope, that's all right. All right, like I said, oh, hold on. Got our battery voltage running good here. Eric's got 298,000 miles on this bad boy. Everything runs great in his truck. For 298,000 miles, this truck is absolutely insane. I'm very shocked at how well it runs, how clean it runs, how quiet it runs. It did run a little bit rough, kind of, and then we put some hot shots in it, and that really cleaned it up a lot. It made it a lot more quiet. Make sure you guys check your batteries. Make sure if your batteries are overdue, you replace them. You know, that little screw is a simple example as to why you need to keep track of your batteries, because your batteries are very important to your truck. Without your batteries, you wouldn't really have anything to do with your truck. You know, you can't start it, you can't do anything with it. So those batteries are hugely important to your truck. Make sure you're keeping up with your batteries, especially with cold weather coming, like I've said in the past. You know, it's really important. I preach good batteries a lot. Cheap batteries might not last you as long. Good batteries will definitely last you to 5 years plus, but even though you got good batteries, still replace them at that 5 years. Make sure you guys have yourselves a great weekend. That sums up this video. I really wanted to come across the importance of what batteries are for our vehicles, really any vehicle in general. So have yourselves a great weekend, have yourselves a great night, and we'll see you next week.